much like the footage is his footage, right?
Yeah, because he was one of these kind of dudes that would basically document everything he did. And he supposedly like could never sleep. He suffered from like chronic insomnia and was just a super interesting person, you know what I mean? Like watching this, it makes you feel really bad about your life.
Yeah.
Because this guy was an incredible dude or whatever, you know what I mean? And I definitely would say to check out this film, especially if you're a fan of his.
Yeah.
They take you through basically all the big important like chunks of his life.
Okay.
Like, you know, when he did The Dark Knight, prepping for The Dark Knight, or different, or even like I guess he was really, really into photography as well, and so you get to see a lot of like his little home movies and things like everything basically leading up to his death.
Wow.
And then they kind of bring it to a close with people talking about like, you know, whether they could have avoided that and different things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely sad picture, but definitely I think is worth checking out.
You know if it's out on like Blu-ray or DVD or anything like that?
Yeah. You should be able to pick it up. You can do a physical copy or rent it. I'm sure it should be very inexpensive.
Yeah.
I actually did this one. They had a Fathom Events one night event, and I went and checked it out through AMC. And I was very impressed when I walked out.
Nice.
Of the theater. So we're back to Chris.
Wind River. I really liked Wind River. That was out in the summer. James, I know you said you watched it.
Yes.
And Wesley hasn't finished it yet.
Yeah.
But that was a fantastic movie. It's got Elizabeth Olsen and Jeremy Renner in it. It was written by Taylor Sheridan, who wrote Sicario and who wrote Hell or High Water, and he actually wrote and directed this one. His first movie he's directed, I believe.
Oh wow!
But that was great. It there was a woman that had died on the Indian reservation, and Elizabeth Olsen was the FBI agent sent to look into that case and help to solve the murder, and she needed someone who knew his way around, and Jeremy Renner is a tracker, and so she teams up with him, and it's awesome. John Bernthal is in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't find out until like probably the last third of the movie.
Yeah. And that's another one that's got probably a pretty intense climax to it.
The ending is crazy.
The
ending is I think probably the best part of the movie.
Cool.
So we'll keep the spoilers under wraps for some of these, but that was a fantastic movie. That was something I saw twice. I was lucky enough to catch it twice, and interesting little story is I guess it was distributed by the Weinstein Company, and when that story broke, Taylor Sheridan wanted his name and everything removed from it, and said, if you don't, I'm going to take my name off of it. And whomever had that actually pulled Harvey Weinstein's name off of the movie. Wow. And Taylor Sheridan kept his name on it.
So did the movie open before or after that actually happened? Oh,
before a couple months before that story broke.
So it's probably like when the DVD stuff and Blu-rays are coming out.
Yeah, and probably when they were trying to send it out for Academy Award screeners and everything. He wanted no association with Weinstein,
of course,
for it, and said, if you guys don't change that, I'm going to pull my name out of it. And it'll be what they call Alan Smithy is the pseudonym that a lot of people use when they want to disavow their film. He said it'll be an Alan Smithy film. But they did that for him, and he kept his name on it, and that's good because it really is a great movie.
That's cool. Veering off real quick, what do you think about Sicario 2?
I'm excited because Sheridan wrote it again, and Benicio del Toro and Josh Brolin are in it, But I think part of what made Sicario so good was Emily Blunt's performance and her character in the movie. So I can't say that I'm super excited for it, but it looks good.
It's definitely, I was not expecting.
Yeah, it looks more like they're playing up like the Hitman thing. And what I really liked about the first one was you knew something was with Benicio del Toro. You know he had a backstory, but you didn't really find out until the climax of the film what that was. And you didn't really find out that his whole mission was going after this guy.
You have seen it, right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just didn't want it to be ruined.
No.
Well, I mean, it's a movie that's a few years old anyways.
Yeah. Who...
It's my turn, yeah. My next movie is Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle. It didn't get too good of reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's at like a 50-something. But it's basically the same cast as the first one. The way I would describe both of these movies is probably if it was like James Bond mixed with the Crank movie. Like that type of crazy, over dramatic type of action, and then mixed with like a James Bond movie, how it's just like spies and secret gadgets and everything. And I don't remember the main guy's name, but his name in the movie is Eggsy. But he fits this character perfectly. He was in Eddie the Eagle.
Never saw Eddie the Eagle. He's in Legend with Tom Hardy, where he plays the Cray brothers. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's awesome. It takes place probably, if you've seen the first one, it takes place maybe a year or two after that. And the Kingsmen, all of their associates and other headquarters and safe houses get destroyed. And the whole movie is them trying to figure out who did this and why. And they end up figuring out that they have a brother. Like the Kingsmen had a secondary, like the founder made another branch of the Kingsmen in America, and they're called the Statesmen. And Channing Tatum's one of the Statesmen, Jeff Bridges, Halle Berry, and they kind of find them and team up, and then they figure out, they go on an adventure and figure out who's doing who attacked the Kingsmen.
Julianne Moore's in it, right?
Yeah, she's in it too. Yeah, she plays the baddie in that one.
Okay.
Yeah, she basically makes a drug, or she puts in some chemical in like heroin, cocaine, marijuana, and it basically attacks the nervous system of everybody, and she like distributes it to the world, and she's like holding the world for ransom. And then and then they're trying to figure out how to stop it and cure the chemical that poisons people. But yeah, that's it's Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle.
Nice. I haven't caught that one.
It's pretty good. I mean, if you like the first one, you're gonna like the second one.
I've seen the first one, and I bought the box set for Tim.
Oh, really?
For Christmas.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll watch his.
Yeah.
Have you seen Kingsman 2?
No, I haven't even seen the first one. Just what I saw from the projection booth.
Really?
Just chunks. I've never seen all of it though.
Yeah.
But I liked what I saw in the first one.
That scene in the church.
I have seen that. Best. That's the awesome, crazy scene. I think Matthew Vaughn directed both of them.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So and he's trying to direct the next Superman movie.
Oh.
So yeah.
Like Man of Steel?
Yeah, Man of Steel 2.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he wants to make him more back to the original Superman.
Like, okay.
Kind of
like
more
Christopher Reeve.
Upbeat. Yeah, if you've seen Justice League, spoiler alert, the Superman that you kind of see, how he's kind of like, oh, this is a good punch, chum. Kind of upbeat while he's fighting and stuff. But yeah, he wants to make it more not so dark.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my number 9.
Cool. Moving on.
Yes.
All right. My next one is XX, which is the horror the horror anthology picture. It runs at 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's pretty short, and it's on. You can catch it on Netflix right now. It's and it's at a 73 on Rotten. I was pretty stoked on that. It's an all-female directed horror anthology piece with 4 short stories to get your blood boiling.
Mm.
What I really liked about this one was that all the stories aren't very like how do you say it, like they're not what you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a very unorthodox horror piece. Like they're unconventional stories that you, when you watch them, you're like, is this really scary enough? But it's more like like a lot of them are more psychological, or how you perceive them. So in that aspect, I thought it was very interesting, and I found I've watched this like maybe 4 or 5 times.
Oh, nice.
And it goes by really fast. You know, it's pretty fast, and I really like it. Especially with them having really no budget, they really did some really cool stuff in it, and I think that it's just as good or maybe better than even VHS. I know you said you didn't like VHS.
No, I didn't like VHS.
It's not found. This is not found footage. So, and Malane Ulinsky's also in this.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys should check that out.
It's on my list.
I think I will. You said it's 1 hour and 20?
Yeah,
30? Oh, 20?
An hour and 20.
It's really short.
It is. But I mean, you know, I feel like that's...
No, that's perfect for me, though. I mean, I don't have the most, all the time in the world, you know.
You're like, oh, gotta get Jordan.
Yeah. No, that's perfect.
Well, it's what, 20 minutes a piece?
Mm-hmm.
You said it's about 4 stories?
Yeah.
Roughly 20 minutes? That's good.
And it's got some little in between, like filler, like animation, like
okay,
still frame animation.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's good? Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, and that's it. Back around to Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Disaster Artist.
Ooh, yeah.
I liked it a lot. I thought that James Franco, who I usually run hot and cold with, was fantastic in it, playing Tommy Wiseau. I've never seen The Room all the way through. I've just seen what I've seen on YouTube, like a lot of other people. But I mean, it's atrocious. It's atrocious, but I know it's got this big cult following. It probably has made more money than they ever thought it was ever going to make, just being a huge cult movie like this. But Franco's great in it. His brother Dave plays the other guy. Greg Sestero? I'm not sure if I'm getting that last name right, but I think I'm close. But his brother's in it, and just the supporting cast in the movie is fantastic. I mean, it's like pretty much anyone Franco's ever worked with or crossed paths with has a part in this movie, even if it's just a quick little scene. And everyone's so good and they're so funny. And even a friend of mine the other day was like, "Oh, dude, you know who was good in the movie? Like Zac Efron is good in the movie because he plays like the drug dealer, and he has this. He's like really intense when he's trying to do the scene, putting a gun in the kid's face and everything. And he's like, he was really good in like that 3-minute scene. But I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was really funny. And when I went to go watch it, there wasn't a whole lot of people in the theater, but I told Wesley this. There was like some guy up front that was laughing like he was De Niro in Cape Fear. Just like something little would happen that wasn't really funny. It was just, like someone dropped something and it was and it was starting to get really annoying. And then about maybe 20 minutes into the movie, kind of calmed down and shut up. But that's why I want to watch it again. But I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was great, and I missed the scene at the end. But apparently, you need to stick through the credits because there's a scene of Franco and Wiseau together.
Yeah, and Franco's still in character, mind you, and they go back and forth a little bit about where he's from, where he really is from.
Oh, okay.
I really liked it. I really liked the movie as a whole.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was, definitely fun and worth going to catch it in the theater. It's hilarious, and it feels very